And that is why when my colleagues ask, okay, so what are we doing after the swearing in? Are we going to have a party? I said, no. We are going to have a stakeholder familiarization evening and dinner. That's what I thought about. I said, there are so many people in this city who are working in silos, and we need to know each other and the roles we play. Because that's the only way that we connect and synergize and synchronize our efforts. So for me, I thank you for coming. There is one person I want to introduce to you today, and that was my first employer, senior for vacation. And what was that job? Fetch water and bring it to the saloon and wash the hair of women and comb and put them in the dryer and pour that water from the chemical. My first employer is here today. He is none other than Gunya Julius. Very. And you can imagine from senior for vacation up to this day, Gunya is a businessman in the salon business called 24/7. Up to this day. So what comes to my mind is how can a city administration support the Rojans in the city? Scale their capacity so they can grow and potentially train them. Personally, that is what brought me. So thank you so much, my boss. The second group of people that I will want to call to come here. So you can see them. There are some young people. But sometimes when we think about this election, we can think it was thought out at a very macro level. But there are people that I was engaging at the micro level. Wara, come. And I told them, I said, today you suit up. Make sure I don't manage to buy them suits. Any. Gondino. Babato. Sprague. You can listen to them, James Williams. These fine young people, and there's so many. So many, there are people that I will not be here for all these reasons. But I want to just present this gentleman. I work with them everywhere. And Sprague is doing very well. All the videos in the campaigns that you watched was Sprague. People in the diaspora, people that I live with in Toronto, every single time they will be watching because Sprague will put it out there. To the extent that my wife, even while the time difference is 8 hours, she will be awake to wait for Sprague. But why here? Where is the video? Putting Sprague under immense pressure. But these young people sacrifice so much, zero pay. Zero. They just came and said, yes, we want to go. Go, we went. Thank you so much. So my administration is to think about these young people, especially those who sacrifice and first get the job done. Because there are those that want to be paid before getting the job done. These ones have gotten the job done, and they will be paid. Of course, my best mistake, there were so many propaganda that was going to bring us down. The obvious one that Benson mentioned was that I was gay. How can I find man like this? Like seriously. So we go to Korea. Other day, gay young lady down. So, because when you lives in Toronto, where I used to work, and she could not just run around in the community. I also believe in an empowered woman. You don't need to sit home because you're not. But also too, because they go and for family I may not have shared. But because they go and enroll into the Toronto Police Service. So at the same time, if I leave to go, because I will go to salute this day. Dress in uniform and then to be pastor. So there are things that I will do and make decisions at a family level that politically it will be seen different. That I want to thank you so much for everything, your prayers. Prayer warrior. My friend who knows me very well, Mr. Kelly, call her a small girl with a big God. And while she's here, she has done her part. And I told her, I said, you know, you are about to accomplish something there. You don't need to leave it because I am the man of this city. If you have to succeed in Toronto and in Canada, please do. Serve them. So this is, for me, a very important occasion. We will have moments like this. More structured, more business-like. And we get your input in the development of the city. But for tonight, let's get to know one another. The person who will buy it from you, if you're a business person, is sitting right next to you. So let's make some money tonight. If you're a lawyer, there is a client here. If you're a bank manager, make the best use of tonight. This is how we're going to get our poverty. But first, we need to understand each other, we need to know what we do, and then we will come to business. Very soon. I am grateful to the team, dear friends, Bernard, Dom, Michael, Job, Olivia, Carol, Brandy, our DJ, for putting this together. Thank you so much for the time you put aside. Really appreciate you. And of course, appreciate our dear boss, actually in. I want to recognize and thank my brother, Marco, man, God, Another man, Worship Emeritus Juan, came to the Swahili event. He spoke, and we appreciated him so much for the work that he did, but also for the heart that he has for this city, because otherwise he would not have come. And I want to convey that same gratitude to you. You shared so much wisdom during your campaigns. And I would like to have a moment for us to sit and bring all that to the table for the development of Gunya City. And one, I have with us tonight the chairman-elect of Gulu District, the Honorable of all Justice. Mayor, I appreciate you so much for coming. I know you couldn't attend today's event, but this is the spirit that actually needs, at all levels, most importantly, at local government, for us to progress the region to where it needs to be. Friends, dinner is ready. There's some things to drink. Tomorrow is a working day. You cannot go to sick, because this Isanja is one for knows me. Jose was very categorical, no sleep, but with also zero tolerance to corruption. So we have work to do in our hands. I would want to commit again that Gulu City is for the people, and not just restricted to people from Gulu, not just restricted to Acholis, but it is open. We are also open to business, and we will encourage people in the rest of the country and the diaspora to come and invest in Gulu City. There are things that are going to happen in this city very soon. I know that on Friday, Night Front will be hosting a stakeholder engagement here. And you know who Night Front is in terms of real estate. So big things are happening, and they are going to happen. We will be here to make sure that we guide them and also put the interests of the people first as they come down to do whatever work that they want to do. We need to continue to relate at all departmental levels, sister governments and organizations, to ensure that the agenda that we have for the people comes to pass, but also is achieved. Gunya Town Club and the city team, we are one team. There is no technocrats on the other side, politicians on the other side. We're one team, bound by a clear objective to deliver to the people. Collaborations over competition will be our slogan. We need to strengthen partnerships and make sure that we activate public-private partnerships for those things that we're not able to accomplish. I am very happy to see that many of you have had the opportunity to come, and I thank you so much. I do not want to spend a lot of time to bore you with these long speeches. I think if it is talk, we have talked. Now it's time to act. And tomorrow we'll begin to act. So thank you so much. Let's take the rest of the evening to dinner and to drink and to get to know one another. I say this for God and my country.
Thank you very much. A big round of applause to the mayor. I would like to also in a special